them today, but they do serve a purpose in maintaining our history here on the lake. Just behind Zymogenetics on the hill, large cathedral. This is St. Mark's. It's the largest Episcopal church in the state of Washington. Now, its original design had it much larger. Unfortunately, they were struck by the financial crisis in the 1930s. So at one point, they actually had to lease out the space to the U.S. Army Artillery for their Sunday evening Gregorian chant and organ concerts. Decided it had a lot more fixing to do than anticipated. Donate to the school instead. We have another drawbridge up ahead, the Ballard drawbridge. Now, everybody here on the bow, if you look up at the clearance marker, it says 444 feet. Don't be alarmed by that. That's a misprint. It's really 44 feet. So they had to put a new sign up just next to it because you don't want to confuse everybody. You'll see all the traffic buzzing across. Now, here to the left, we have the Seattle Fishermen's Terminal for over 700 commercial fishing vessels and workboats more annually. Our fireboat for the freshwater, the Chief Seattle, is also moored here currently. Now, the Fishermen's Terminal is not a large tourist attraction, but if you'd like to visit, they do have a small fish market, several restaurants, really popular one called Chinook. And they also offer Deadliest Catch tours here if you'd like to look at the vessels that were featured in the Deadliest Catch. Now, before the Port of Seattle took over its operations in 1912, to be eligible to moor your fishing vessel here, you had to prove that you caught and sold at least one fish. Means you had to bring a fish with you, but luckily there is a fish market here. This is no longer the case. But you can see several different types of fishing vessels. The Ikai one is a trawling vessel. It can also be a multitasking vessel. Some vessels do more than one type of fishing. Then to the right, we have the Fisherman's Neighborhood of Seattle. It's called Ballard. The Ballard was once its own city. It was plotted and incorporated by Captain William Ballard in 1888. It was once a large Scandinavian settlement. Conditions in Norway and Scandinavia sparked a mass migration here to the U.S. onto the city of Ballard. That's because industrial jobs attracted many immigrants. Today, less than a third of the population is of Scandinavian heritage, but they've imprinted their identity strongly onto the community. Here in Ballard, you'll find the Nordic Heritage Museum. We also have a Viking Lodge. And just last Sunday, we celebrated September Mai, which is the Norwegian Constitution Day Parade. Very large event here in Ballard. Now, the story of how Ballard was incorporated into the city of Seattle is an interesting story. As Ballard expanded in size, they had consistent problems with their freshwater supply. They just didn't have enough to accommodate the rapid growth of the city. And at one point, local legend states that a dead horse was found in the reservoir. Ballardites suspected about 500 acres in size. It was once a place called Fort Lawton, but it was made out in the 70s, and it was given back to the city free of charge to be made into a recreational area. Today, Discovery Park is well known for its many hiking and biking trails. And you can take a trail, hike down to the shoreline to visit the West Point Lighthouse here to the left. The West Point Lighthouse was built in 1881. It's a small inland class lighthouse because the Puget Sound is so there are no
Tisha.
All aboard.
All the board.
Chuk chuk train. Chuk
Choo
chuk
choo
train.
train. All the board. Choo choo train. All poo 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 nose. All the board.
पता चल गया कैमरा आ गया
Choo train. All the board. Choo choo train. Cheese.
कहाँ बैठे हैं आप
पराठा। अभी हम लोग किसका है?
दीदी का है
मैं भूल गई मुझे भी
नहीं अभी हम जाएंगे ना खाना खाने, अभी तो आप सीरियल्स खाएं।
मुझे भी
साथ में जूस
मुझे भी
हाँ ले लेंगे। ऑरेंज अच्छा लगता है? हाँ ऑरेंज ऑरेंज। नाम 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 नाम। खींचो मामा का बाल खींचो, खींचो मामा के पास लंबा बाल है, खींचो।
शूट लग गया ना मुंडी में।
Where it's popular is when there's a virtual world or like an experience where you must
Oh, there we go. There's something into that.
space and you interact with people or you play games with it. Whereas for us, we don't have that many games yet. Your friends can kind of see your friends chat. But unless we have commitments to make those experiences bigger and better, but we don't have that yet. So
Wow.
I think people, you go in day one,
Nice.
the items that you buy. So first month, let's say I think there could be more items available for you to purchase, and there's some good stuff in that. Let's say the average price is like $200. How many
To your child, would you put an identifying chip inside?
कर दिए I don't like when they do to Nintendo. I don't like when they do to
जो अभी आपको करते हैं, पहले उसको करते क्योंकि वो लंबी है। अभी आपको मैं इसमें करता हूँ।